Welcome back, everybody. As you probably guessed from the thumbnail title, today we're going to be looking at a range of handlebar grips from AliExpress, specifically for flat bars. So that's mountain bikes and hybrid type bikes. Let's see what we've got. So yeah, I picked up 13 different sets of grips from AliExpress, so you don't have to. So we'll go through these together. The things we're going to be looking at are weight, perceived quality of them, dimensions, and ease of fitting. So a lot of these are the lock-on type grips where it's just two small screws that lock them literally to the bar. Some of them are more traditional sort of foam grips where we need to use something like hairspray to adhere them to the bar properly. So let's have a look what we've got. The first one we're going to look at is these ODI carbon effect grips. So with all the grips I'm going to look at, I'm going to put on the screen the price that I've paid delivered to the UK. Prices on AliExpress do fluctuate sort of daily, so they may be slightly different. I'll also put affiliate links in the description below for all of these grips. These are quite nice. Clearly not a carbon fibre, but some imitation effect with some cutout areas which look quite nice. These are a lock-on type grip with a built-in end plug. So they fit dead easy, no problem. So we're going to use a torque wrench for this, set to 4 Newton meters for all of the lock-on grips to keep it consistent. That's 4 Newton meters. That's locked on solid. That has 2 hands. I can't move that. That's nice. Feels really good. A little bit of flex in the grip, which is quite nice. Just going to measure it across the centre of the grip. Around about 30 millimeters. And the length, including the lock-on, 136 millimeters. So the weight for 2 grips, 114, 115 grams. Next up from Buckloss, this is unusual, it's kind of a handlebar tape effect that's wrapped around the grip. I think it is tape, I think it would peel if you tried hard enough, but it's unusual, it looks quite nice actually. So let's get these on. And the other side. Again, that's going nowhere. Really good fit. Quite a nice padding on this one, it's quite nice. About 30 millimeters again. Length 131 nearly. So the weight for 2 grips plus their end plugs, 95 grams. So most of these grips are available in several different colours, so I've just chose some slightly different ones for the sake of this video. Next up we've got some from Rider Ace. These come in loads of different colours. I did order some black ones at the same time, but let's try blue. Fit very nicely. Torque these up. That's tight. Maybe a tiny bit of movement on that one there, like you can move that. I mean, I'm trying really hard to be fair, but there is a little bit of movement at 4 Newton meters. Let's go to 5. That's at 5 now. Yeah, that's solid. These come with separate end plugs. Width around about 29, length 131. Feel quite squidgy, they move a little bit under your hand. It's quite sticky as well. Quite nice. Weight 100 grams for the pair, including the end caps. They're actually sticking to the scale here. They are very sticky. Nice. So they're exactly the same grip in black. Actually weigh 106 grams, but physically they look identical. Next up from Zitto, very similar design again. Lock on, built-in end plugs on these. Quite nice grippy spiral effect. Let's go. Easy fit. Torque wrench back down to 4 Newton meters. They're not moving at all. Very nice. Yeah, this little spiral kind of twists in your hand very slightly. Nice, that's comfortable though. Is dimension wise, around about 30 millimeters. And again, 136 length. And a pair with the built-in end plugs, 103 grams. Next is another offering from ODI. I've used these grips on loads and loads of bikes, and they're really nice. A very slight taper to them. 2 different patterns, top and bottom. Very good fit. 4 Newton meters. Moving still. Up to 5 Newton meters. That's got it, that's solid. So width wise, at the narrowest point, 30 again, and at the end where the taper slightly wider, up to about 32 millimeters. Length, around about 130 again. They are a nice grip. Like I say, I've used these on loads of customers' bikes before and everyone's been really happy with them. They seem to wear very well as well. The built-in end plugs, I prefer these. So the ODIs come in at 123 grams for the pair. A nice choice these are. Again, loads of different colours. So next up we've got West Biking. These are more of a shaped grip which your palm sits onto this piece here. These are quite popular as well. That won't go on as it is. I need to back the screw out. Like a lot of these grips, to give you a free Allen key, but please don't use it. They're so bad. Okay, so that's backed off. It's still a very good fit. It's a 2.5mm on this one, not 3mm. So again, 4 Newton-meters. Well, this is going forever. So that's rounded that out, and it didn't even click. That screw is now rounded out. This is with on a 2.5mm Wera tech socket, which is obviously one of the best ones you'll buy. The screw is rounded out. Rubbish. Made of chocolate. I couldn't recommend these grips. So while it's on the bar, we'll measure it anyway. 31mm, and the widest part where your palm sits, up to 43mm. Length around about 135mm. Okay, it's not ideal to have to take your grips off like that. In case anyone is still interested in these, they're 126 grams a pair. If you do buy them and want to use them, I would suggest replacing this bolt with something of a higher quality than the chocolate bolt that it comes with. They're terrible. Okay, next is another offering from Zitto. Again, it's two different patterns on this grip. The clamp can only go one way, which suggests that this is supposed to be the top of the grip. So you could hold it like this. Let's fit this. Crikey, that's tight. That's all my body weight behind that. Wow, that's a good fit. We still need to do the clamp up. Again, 4 Newton-meters. Yep, that's got it. That's solid. So dimensions 32mm, so slightly chunkier this grip. Up to 33 at the other end. Length including the clamp, 135 again. So this end you can just about twist this, you can feel it moving under the bar, which is not ideal because it's only clamped on one of these. 145 grams a pair. Like I say, they are a bit chunkier than the other one, so that makes sense. Like I say, a little bit loose fitting on this end, even though they're very difficult to get onto the bar. Obviously there's nothing to grip it with at that end, so jury's out on these. So next up from Buckloss, another one of the ergonomic grips with a wider sort of pad for your palm. Hopefully these do better than the other ones. Easy fit. 4 Newton-meters. Still moving very, very slightly, but I'm really having to try that. So probably 4.5 Newton-meters would be enough on that. So width at the narrowest part, around about 30. And on the widest part where your palm would sit, 42, 43. Length, 133, so slightly narrower than some. So weight for a pair of these, 152 grams. It's got a built-in end plug as well, which is probably the better way of doing it. Yeah, not bad, they're quite nice. For the ergonomic type ones, they're quite nice. Seem pretty decent quality as well. But next up, something slightly different, another ODI grip. This is a foam, quite a rigid foam. These feel really nice. You can get these in loads of different colours. I just ordered grey to be slightly more contrasting on here. Let's get this on. Okay, so it doesn't go on straight out the box. Okay, so I'll back the screw off, and they go on quite well now. They do have a separate end plug for the bar, should be pressed in there. That's 4. That's absolutely solid. And notice that on all the ODI grips now, 4 Newton-meters is holding them really firmly. So this grip feels really comfortable. I think you could quite easily do a long ride in this. Not sure, with it being foam, I'm not sure if it would hold moisture like sweat particularly, but I really like that. That's a nice ergonomic shape. 2 different widths to it, obviously. Let's measure that. The thinnest part, it's hard to measure because it's softer, 29, and in the middle, 32. Width, 124, so much narrower grip. Might help if you're running out of room on your cockpit, you've got controls, etc. You might need a narrower grip. This might work for you. I like this one. A pair of these with the end plugs, very lightweight, 82, 83 grams. Okay, so this is not a lock-on grip, this is just purely a rubber grip that you slide onto the bar with a separate end cap. So this would just slide onto the bar. I'm not sure, I guess that's the bottom going by the other grips, and this must be the outside edge. So you would hold it like this. So on these sort of grips I tend to use just a hairspray. You can use loads of different things people recommend, but I've always had good luck with this, or you can use a clear lacquer for it, literally a car paint clear lacquer that's very permanent. So just spray a little bit inside the grip really, and then quickly slide it on. Position it where you want it, because if you leave it like this it's going to dry twisted, so position it where you want it, get it straight and let that dry. It takes an hour or so. So width wise on this, around about 31 millimeters. Length, it depends on the length really, because I'm pretty sure you could probably stretch this out a bit. As it is, it's sitting around about 121 millimeters. Weight for a pair with the end plugs, 103 grams. These are Pro Palm. Again, these are just basically a stick-on one. They're a foam grip. These are very similar to the old-fashioned grab-on grips from around about the 90s when mountain biking was kicking off. Quite a nice profile actually. So again, a bit of spray inside these. Again, get them straight before you let the lacquer dry. This is drying pretty quickly, I think so. So dimension wise, 32 millimeters at narrowest, 34 where this bulges. Lengthwise, again, around about 130 millimeters. It's a nice, comfortable grip that is. Just this bulge here fits well in your hand. Quite like that. That's nice. Super lightweight. These 49, 50 grams for the pair with the end plugs. Quite impressed with those. And last up is another ODI grip. This is a foam, a very smooth foam, quite thin. Strange looking grip this is, but it might be quite nice. So let's get her on. Slightly more challenging to fit because they're so soft. Again, that's with hairspray. You can probably see where it's twisting it here, so it's quite difficult to get that on straight. Very comfy, to be fair, just the right amount of give on that. Yeah, quite nice actually. I'll say there's no grip on them whatsoever. They are pretty smooth, so it might suit some people. They're a consistent width, 30 millimeters and 126 millimeters long. Unsurprisingly, these are the lightest of the bunch, 29, 30 grams for a pair of grips. So if you are looking for something really, really lightweight, these might suit you quite nicely. Hope you enjoyed that. I tried to keep it fairly short and sweet. I got told off for making the handlebar tape review too long and too boring, so I'm still learning. It's very early days for the channel, so I've tried to edit slightly more aggressively these days. So yeah, there's loads of different grips on AliExpress, absolutely thousands of them I think probably, and cheap as chips normally, so have a look. Obviously you can get them from elsewhere like Amazon or on other online retailers, or even a local bike shop if you still have one. But if you're shopping from AliExpress for other things, then it makes sense just to chuck a few of these in your basket, throw in a couple of quid normally, and keep something in stock. Try something different. You know, you might enjoy the different sort of texture of the foam grips over the rubber grips, or lock-on or non-lock-on. There's a massive selection out there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Keep your eyes peeled. There's more reviews coming. I've got TP YouTubes coming. I've got a massive review on bicycle bells, which might be quite interesting. There's so many different ones, you won't believe it. So let's get those filmed soon and get them uploaded. So thanks for tuning in and take care. Thank you.